What's going on? Zach Adelson here with Daily Ed Sports, bringing you another college football video. Today we're going to be going over the Saturday slate, last Saturday, the regular season for college football. Going over it on Underdog. Um, Decent slate, really nice slate. Some really big games. We have the big bowl game or big game, literally the big game. We have Michigan, Ohio State. We have Auburn, Alabama. Some really big rivalry games this weekend. Filming this on Friday night. Texas A&M games on. So really big fun weekend. Last hurrah um, before the season's over. So yeah, let's get on, make a nice slip here, finish off with a strong win, and get into the championship games and bowl season. But before we start, let's talk about Daily Edge Sports. Daily Edge Sports is going to cover all of your pick'em needs. Um, there is new websites coming, getting all the finishing touches on it right now. All of our great tools are staying there. The tools have been really hitting lately. All of our slips have been hitting lately. Getting to a nice holiday season, and yeah, just a nice place to come be with the community and really get in on all the action. Yeah, let's jump on into the slip. Gonna start with gonna go down here. We can just search this up. Gonna go to John Mateer, OU. OU is facing LSU at home. This is a really low scoring game. Total is just 36 and a half, and OU is an 11.5 point favorite. I really like this spot here for an under 196 pass yards. This has gone down a little bit. It started at about 200, went up a little bit, went down a little bit. Sitting here at 196. Since coming back from injury, Mateer's gone over this just twice. Those two games were in losses, one to Texas and one to Ole Miss. Outside of that, and wins against South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, he has 155, 159, 138, and 173. Not throwing the ball a ton. This game has really low total, especially in games where they're winning. They're slowing it down, trying to just kind of eke it out. I think they're going to try to keep Mateer healthy for the playoffs. That playoff game comes quick. It's 2 weeks away. They get one bye week, basically. Actually, I guess a couple bye weeks because they're not going to be in the championship game. But it still comes quick. They're going to try to get that hand healed up. And there's no reason to go over here. Wouldn't play this much lower, probably to about 185. But yeah, he's only gone over this two times since coming back from injury. And both of those were in losses. I don't think they're losing here. Yeah, just a really good place for an under. Next place we're going is somewhere we have gone a few times this season. Going to Hank Beatty. They lowered his receptions again. No reason not to hit this. He's gone over this in 9 of 11 games this year. One of those games that he went under was against Indiana, where they pulled all their starters basically at halftime, where they were getting blown out. Then against Rutgers a few weeks ago, he caught 4 of 5 receptions and what ended up being a blowout win. They're playing Northwestern here. Northwestern is a 7.5 point underdog against obviously Illinois with a 46.5 point total. Northwestern's given up some big games to opposing wide receivers lately. 3 straight games over 200 receiving yards to wide receivers. Total's close enough where Illinois is going to have to continue to throw the ball, and Beatty's going to get his targets. He's also catching a ton lately. He's caught 15 of his last 17 targets. Just a spot I really like, a player I really like, and game that's gonna gonna have its rivalry game, gonna have some points there. Actually, and yeah, Beatty over 4.5 receptions. Last place we're going to go on this 3-man. Jaylen Smith, someone we don't talk about a lot, but Jaylen Smith for Minnesota. Kind of pull this up. He's got his 19.5 receiving yards here. Kind of been up and down this year. See the last couple of weeks he's gone over this. He averages over 16 yards per carry or per reception. He's getting down the field when he gets it. Last 2 games, he's got 11 targets, which is the most in any 2 games this season in a row. And this is a spot where Minnesota's going to air it out. They're 2.5 point underdogs here. Wisconsin's the top 20 rushing defense, so they're going to have to throw the ball, and they don't mind throwing the ball. This is a team that will throw the ball when they need to. And yeah, there's no reason that I think he's not going to get his receptions. He gets 2 receptions here. He's going to go over this line probably. He's got 2 receptions in each of the last 3 games. And yeah, this is a spot where I like Jaylen Smith over 19.5 receiving yards. So just a quick video here. Going to go over this. We have John Mateer under 196 and a half passing yards, Hank Beatty over 4.5 receptions, and Jaylen Smith over 19 and a half receiving yards. Where we're going on this last day. Hope y'all have a great weekend, great rest of the holiday weekend. We'll be back next week with some championship picks, and hope to see y'all soon.